Today, we will delve into cancel culture, specifically exploring the Aunt Jemima controversy that sparked discussions across the internet in 2020 through 2021. We will examine the controversial history of the Aunt Jemima pancake mix and explore the reasons behind the brand owner's decision to rebrand and make changes to their celebrated pancake product. The Pearl Milling Company was the original home of the Aunt Jemima self-rising pancake mix. According to the company's website, it was a small mill located in the bustling town of St. Joseph, Missouri. The company was founded in 1888 by two American men, Chris Rutt, a newspaper writer, and a mill worker named Charles G. Underwood. The Pearl Milling Company specialized in producing cornmeal, flour, and their renowned pancake mix. Rutt and Underwood had the innovative idea of creating an easy-to-use, self-rising pancake mix that required only water to be added. The partners were in search of a name to effectively market their brand. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, racially charged minstrel shows were popular entertainment among Americans. Minstrel shows were initially created by American performers who found humor and entertainment in painting their faces black and portraying African American slave servants and perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Minstrel shows were deemed offensive by many African Americans. Interestingly, African American men and women entertainers also participated in the minstrel show genre during the 18th and 19th centuries. Talented actors, actresses, and comedians such as Billy Kerr-Sands, Hattie McDaniel, Tim Moore, and Ruby Dandridge, Dorothy Dandridge's mother, showcased their skills in these performances. These entertainers may have embraced and portrayed negative stereotypes in mainstream media to advance their careers, as opportunities for African Americans were limited during that time. One of the most enduring stereotypes for African American women that originated in slavery is the Mammy character. The Mammy stereotype portrayed a jolly, subservient, often overweight, dark-skinned woman with a Southern accent, typically wearing a headscarf and apron. According to Ferris State University's Jim Crow Museum website, Mammy figures were often depicted as unattractive to deter their owners and later employers from engaging in romantic affairs with them. Mammies fulfilled various roles such as the hearty cook, surrogate mother, nannies, and wisdom bearers. They were depicted as eager, loyal, and content to care for and raise white families. While African Americans sought economic, social, and political equality, white culture of that era perpetuated movies, novels, and radio shows that portrayed the Mammy archetype along with other derogatory stereotypes. The perpetuation of stereotypes and racial minstrel performances was evident in the popular films of the 19th century, including the 1927 movie The Jazz Singer, where actor Al Jolson wore blackface, the 1934 film Imitation of Life, featuring Louise Beavers, and the 1939 American classic film Gone with the Wind, starring Hattie McDaniel. McDaniel made history by winning an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal of Mammy, becoming the first African American to receive an Academy Award. The origins of Aunt Jemima's name and image are rooted in racism. Chris Rutt, half owner of the Pearl Milling Company, was inspired after attending a minstrel show where he heard a song called Old Aunt Jemima. The song Old Aunt Jemima exemplified the mockery of African Americans and the appropriation of anti-Blackness. Rutt borrowed the name Aunt Jemima from the racist song and applied it to the pancake product of the Pearl Milling Company. Rutt and Underwood marketed the pancake mix as Aunt Jemima's recipe. Underwood and Rutt realized that promoting Aunt Jemima's pancake recipe would require significant financial resources beyond their means. Consequently, they sold the pancake recipe and the marketing concept of Aunt Jemima to the R.T. Davis Mill Company. The R.T. Davis Mill Company refined the pancake mix recipe and embarked on a search for a real-life Aunt Jemima to promote the product. In 1890, the R.T. Davis Mill Company recruited and hired 56-year-old Nancy Green. Born in Montgomery County, Kentucky in 1834, Green was one of the first African-American women to model for a corporate company in the United States. As profits dwindled, the R.T. Davis Mill Company opted to invest in an extravagant product display at the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, also known as the Chicago World's Fair. At the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, the R.T. Davis Mill Company built the world's largest flour barrel, measuring 24 feet high and 12 feet wide. Nancy Green, dressed as Aunt Jemima, stood beside the barrel, cooking and serving free pancake samples. She also sang songs and shared stories, romanticizing the antebellum South as a utopia for both blacks and whites. Green, portraying Aunt Jemima, served thousands of pancakes at the fair, leading to the product's tremendous success. Subsequently, Green rose to national fame and her image adorned billboards nationwide with the catchphrase, "Eyes in town, honey." Thanks to the successful Aunt Jemima campaign, 120 million Aunt Jemima pancakes were served annually, making the R.T. Davis Company's Aunt Jemima pancake mix one of the most trusted brands among American housewives. In 1914, the R.T. Davis Mill Company rebranded as the Aunt Jemima Mills Company. Tragically, Nancy Green, the original Aunt Jemima, passed away in a car accident in 1923. 3 years later, in 1936, the Aunt Jemima Mills Company was acquired by the Quaker Oats Company. After the death of Nancy Green, several individuals took on the role of Aunt Jemima. Anna Robinson, a 350-pound, dark-complexioned African-American woman, began the second Aunt Jemima. The third Aunt Jemima was Edith Wilson, who portrayed the character on TV and radio shows from 1948 to 1966. Other individuals were also hired to portray Aunt Jemima over time. Before Aunt Jemima was rebranded as the Pearl Milling Company by Quaker Oats, the iconic character underwent a transformation with lighter skin and the removal of the bandana on her head. The final portrayal of the Aunt Jemima character resembled a more appealing maid and moved away from the stereotypical Mammy caricature of the Jim Crow era. In 2014, the descendants of Anna S. Harrington, a woman and cook who had portrayed Aunt Jemima in the 1930s and 40s, filed a lawsuit against Quaker Oats for $3 billion. Larnell Evans Jr. and Danez Hunter accused the company of exploiting Harrington's likeness and not paying royalties to Harrington for her portrayal of the character, as reported by the New York Post. The lawsuit read that Quaker Oats preyed on Harrington's lack of education and convinced her to enter a contract that ultimately exploited her. Harrington did tours around the country as Aunt Jemima and made pancakes using her own original recipes, the lawsuit said. Allegedly, Harrington was promised a percentage of the pancake sales. The plaintiffs allege that Quaker Oats stole Harrington's recipe and face and made it their own without paying Harrington what she was owed. Quaker Oats, an affiliate of PepsiCo, asserted that Aunt Jemima was not a real person and stated in a release that, quote, The image symbolizes a sense of caring, warmth, hospitality, and comfort, and is neither based on nor meant to depict any one person. End quote. At the end, the case was dismissed by a judge. In 2021, after a social media video went viral, highlighting the racial history of Aunt Jemima, Quaker Oats decided to remove the iconic Aunt Jemima image from their pancake mix boxes and rebranded the product to its original name, Pearl Milling Company. Evans and the family of Lily and Richard, another woman who played Aunt Jemima, disapproved of Quaker Oats' decision to remove Aunt Jemima's face from their pancake box, saying that it was erasing history. Social media also reacted with mixed feelings about the controversy. Many people believed that Quaker Oats removed the face of Aunt Jemima to avoid paying the families of the African American women who made the brand iconic. Although the Aunt Jemima image was removed from the pancake box, the Mammy caricature continues to be subtly and overtly perpetuated in pop culture in the 21st century. Examples include the Southern woman from the Popeye's chicken commercials playing the role of Annie, the maids in the movie The Help featuring Viola Davis, and even the horror film Ma starring Octavia Spencer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video.